Hi guys, one of the biggest unknowns out there for owners wanting to sell their property is what to look for when it comes to picking their agent to sell their property. Hopefully with a few tips that you'll listen to right now, it'll give you guidance and direction as to where to go. Certainly, you've got your gut feeling and instinct to play a part as well, but fingers crossed that the agent that you select ticks all of these. Number one is a good reputation. Reputation is based on a few things. Number one, track record. Now, track record does involve the quantity of properties they sell. It also monitors the quality of the sale too, based on the sale price that they achieved, and certainly time on market. Now, you want to make sure that an agent is diligent at what it does and is able to sell the property within a reasonable space of time, given the current market circumstance that people are going through. Secondly, to be able to check your reputation of any agent, nowadays online, you can go through various different platforms and read reviews, whether it be on Google, realestate.com, Rate My Agent and the like, how people have posted up independent reviews on how agent has performed, testimonials of sellers and buyers. Certainly this can give you an idea on how the agent has performed, not just in recent times, but also in the past as well. Thirdly, of course, part of reputation is their knowledge and experience. Now, when I say experience, it doesn't necessarily mean how many years they have been in the business, because often that can be misleading for sellers. We've seen agents that have been in the business for 5 years, 6 years, perform much better than agents that are in the business for 20, 25 years. What you're looking for is someone that is active, someone that is live in the marketplace, someone that knows exactly what is going on in terms of the property market or where you're planning to sell your asset. You want to know them to be able to reel off recent sales, to give you the market information as to who is buying the property, the demographics and the like, the product knowledge, the ability to be able to decipher to you what's the best methods to sell, the best approaches. Now you see people that are certainly professional in their approach here, that are knowledgeable and of course experienced, will be able to provide the best advice in this regard, and that's why they probably would have had the track record and certainly the reputation and the great reviews as well. So number one is their reputation. The second thing that you want to be able to find from an agent is sincerity coming from them. You want to make sure that they've got an approachable personality and that one that connects with you. Just remember, the one that connects with you is really important, because the way I describe a sale journey is you as a seller and I as the agent are moving along, holding hands together on a journey. The agent should be able to guide you through the journey and be able to do all the grunt work at giving you advice and certainly keep you updated with what is going on. It takes a lot of teamwork involved to sell a property. You want someone that you're able to connect with and someone that you believe is actually real. And connected to that, folks, is someone that actually cares about your situation. Now, we all know people sell properties for various reasons. Now, it doesn't matter what reason it is, whether it could be really sensitive or it could be very business-like. You just want to make sure that the agent is on the same wavelength as you when it comes to the sale. That way, they can actually approach the sale with some sort of personal investment too. You want to make sure that the agent is invested and is on the same wavelength as you, so that when you tackle the market together, you're doing it together and you're not fighting different forces from each other to then just tackle the market. You want to also make sure that they're not robotic in scripts. A lot of, especially newer agents out there, inexperienced ones, all they know are just scripts and dialogues, and they're just telling you what they've been taught. You want someone that actually truly understands your situation. If you were to ask a question or 2 or 10, it doesn't matter how many questions you ask, that you're actually getting a sincere answer from them based on not only their experience, their knowledge, their past sales, and certainly their track record, but also to one that comes from within, from their heart as well. That's something really important to look for when it comes to your agent. Thirdly, of course, it goes without saying, but often can be overlooked, is professionalism. Now, professionalism comes in a couple of different ways, and certainly it can be demonstrated very early on when you meet an agent. Number one, how well they speak. The way they speak, just remember, this is the person that's going to be representing you when it comes to the sale of your property. How well they speak to you is how well they will speak to the buyers. You want to make sure that the person that you engage with is someone that's able to talk with the buyers in a similar manner for you to feel comfortable enough that you know, yep, they can handle whatever situation possible. Second thing is their presentation. Now, presentation is not only just how they are dressed and so forth, but also too when they come along, how they present to to you in the actual listing presentation or the meeting when you first do the appraisal. I believe that as a quality agent, one that has got great reputation, experience, and the right knowledge, whatever question that you may have regarding the sale of the property that you're looking to sell, the agent should be able to answer you, and once again, in a sincere manner, directly on the spot, because they know what they're doing and you want someone to know what they're doing. Last but not least, I know a lot of people do factor this in when it comes to the selection of the agent, and that's the cost side. Now, when it comes to selling properties here in Australia, and of course, particularly here in Victoria, Melbourne, you want to make sure that you understand that there are two main costs involved when you engage with an agency. Number one is the marketing expenses involved with the sale of the property, and number two is the commission. You want to be making sure that you are also getting the right value, you're getting bang for buck for the type of agent that you're selecting and the type of marketing campaign that you'll be utilizing as well. How much you choose to do directly affects the actual marketing campaign and the cost of it. What you want to make sure is that the marketing campaign is strategic. For example, if you're in an area that's got a lot of younger people buying, and certainly you're targeting that demographic, maybe social media advertising is a very, very great channel to look at and to explore through, and not just basic online advertising. If you're dealing with an older demographic, you may have other approaches and may have other ways of approaching the actual marketplace as well. When it comes to online, there's different ways of be able to promote it. When it comes to photography, when it comes to staging, when it comes to anything as such, all these things are optional. A good agent will always be able to tell you what is best for your property, but they will always give you option of what is available as well. And just note here, when it comes to costs, a lot of agencies, and this is something for you to consider, they add in their own marketing levies or marketing costs. You see, to me, that's where they're just adding in their own, little cheap fee to, add into their own organization. That's not actually directly spent to the actual property marketing itself. I truly believe that whatever dollar you choose to invest in your marketing should go straight onto the marketing campaign itself and be spent wisely as a marketing investment towards your property. Now, commission. Now, that's a big conversation and topic within the industry, of course, throughout history and throughout time. Now, commission is something that is very much negotiable and talked about between you as a seller and I as an agent. Now, to me, my approach generally is that what is fair between seller and agent. Now, oftentimes when it comes to commissions, agents can charge as low as they want and can charge as high as they want. Now, this doesn't mean that the lower they charge, the worse they are as an agent. Sometimes it can, sometimes it doesn't, but nor on the other end of the spectrum. When they charge as high as possible, that doesn't mean they're the best agents either. Sometimes they try to justify it that way, but sometimes just know they are being greedy as well. Factor in that when it comes to agency and commission costs, that's actually up to the agency. Now, it depends on how much profit they want to make, how much money they want to put into their pocket, how much maybe normal overheads they have. Like with any other business, think about it. They may have rent to pay, they may have other expenses to pay. So how much they charge, that actually what you're investing is on those charges. So ultimately you want to make sure that you get a good idea of how a business operates, and that's how you know you get bang for buck on commission. Look, when it comes down to it, it's what you're comfortable with as well. So negotiate with the agent, talk with the agent. One thing, of course, to watch out for is just to make sure that you do get something fair. You can do comparative quotes. Sometimes the best agent, you won't need to have comparative quotes because the best agent will stand out in your area. If you'd like to know more about this and chat more about this in detail, feel free to speak with your team at iSell Group, 8558 3000.